Fix it, Coop. Fix it. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Pass first, always. What is up, everybody? Back again, and we got the job done as expected. Just going to go over the game. This video, got nothing else really to show. Had a Sunday scrimmage, which wasn't too bad. Low turnout. We only had just got enough for 5v5. A lot of it was 4v5 there at one point. But so just the people seem to be fumbling a bit and all that. So it was a good run. Got the legs going and all that, but there wasn't really many highlights that I can remember anyway. So I'm just going to focus on the game, get it out nice and quick this week. But yeah, so we got the job done, as you would have seen if you watched the game, despite the technical difficulties, which this summed up the night, really, to be honest. It was a strange, funny sort of thing. So to go to the technical difficulties, some reason the mic popped off at one point, which resulted in the referee not running on it, well, he ran on it, but he stood on it, breaking off the clip. Don't worry, it's all fixed now. These things are actually pretty durable. It looks like you've broken them, but you can actually put them back together pretty well. But then as well, the ball decided to actually roll and hit the tripod at one point, and I thought Coop had fixed the camera. I told him, called out to him, said, "Fix the camera, Coop. Make sure it's good. And he must have just sort of straightened a little bit, and it was pointing. So you could still see the game, but you saw a lot more of the roof than what you could the actual game. It was sort of down the bottom, a bit of an odd angle. So probably not the best viewing footage, but it is what it is. And then I forgot to check it at halftime. So focus on the game. But yeah, so with that, I just went with the game itself. Everyone seemed to be quite fumbly. A lot of passes to no one. Like, there's a lot of passes, both teams, just straight out of bounds or too high. Like Leary had one to me on an inbound that went, even back in my prime, I wouldn't be able to jump high enough to catch it. It just went that high. I had one that went behind the Hutto. He was cutting through. I wasn't expecting him to be moving that quick in my defense, but yeah, it's just a lot of, and just in the key as well, people couldn't catch it. Some were saying the ball was slippery. I can't say I really noticed it was so much the ball, but maybe it was. It was a different ball that we haven't played with before. We seem to be getting a different ball every week. We had a Molten the other week, which I don't think is acceptable, but this week we had it's like blue, red, white Spalding, which usually I thought was more for juniors, but it is a size 7, so it's a game ball. But yeah, so it was just sort of that thing, and no one could really hit shots by the looks of it. Kobe hit a couple of jump shots. Zach hit, I think he only hit the 1-3. I had 1 or 2 jump shot attempts, and they felt terrible. I hardly did a 3, of course, but even the other team, Coop, who's a knockdown 3 normally, I don't think he hit too many, if any. But yeah, so it was a weird feeling game. Just no one seemed to really get into a groove. Not that I don't think we played bad, but I felt like we were a bit disjointed, especially on offense. Because yeah, our passing just wasn't on point. But hey, we got the job done. It was a close game for the majority of it. And it was one of those ones where I got to the end, I thought maybe we were up by 10, 12, win by 20. Don't know how it blew out quite that much. They did give up with about 3 minutes to go and became a bit of a waste of time. I like people to try and still play hard till the end, but they were jacking up threes from beyond the netball third. So yeah, so what that means is we get this week off, which I think's good. I don't think we would have had a team if we had to play this week, because Hutto's trying to manage his body for in case he makes a footy grand final, because that's the one he's trying to get. As he said himself, he's won many basketball grand finals, but he's never won a footy grand final, so he's trying to make sure he's in tip-top condition for that. So I told him, you might as well focus on the one that you know you'll get, and that's in the basketball, and not worry about the one that you'll choke and lose out on, which is the football. Then I believe Brad is up in Queensland still on holidays. And then Derek's had a bit of stuff going on as well, so he hasn't been available either, so he might not have been available. So we might have been stuck with like 4 players. And there was someone else I was thinking, who else? well, that was Leary, me. No, that should be so. We should have at least 4. So it would have been a tough game, but doesn't matter. So it does make me worried for the grand final because I'm not sure how long Brad's away for. Hutto has said that he will rest. Like if we need him for a fifth, he will step onto the court, but he won't play hard or anything to risk the injury. And it's got to figure out whether Derek will be available that week or not. So could be a tough granny. So we get the week off, which is good. My body's feeling beat up. Don't know why though. Like I really struggled in CBL training Thursday. I think with no futsal on the Mondays anymore, I thought I'd be feeling better, more fresh. We haven't had Sale College either at work, which if you're wondering why that impacts, it's because we run a sports program for them, and I usually join in playing soccer or volleyball or basketball, whatever sport it is that I'm running for the day. I'll join in and play with them. It usually goes for like an hour and a half, so chasing young kids around up and down the court wears out the old body, so it all adds up, adds a toll. But yeah, no Sale College this week, no futsal, and yet I still felt as worn out as the most worn out I've felt in a long, long time. So I think I'll take this week to be sort of similar to before the Traralgon tournament, where I focus a lot on mobility and the stretching and lighter sort of stuff, just to get the legs fresh and make sure the body's going over. I'm going to start, hopefully, fingers crossed, some running training. So one more long distance, not just court stuff. I was thinking about going down to the Sale City footy ground. Why am I blanking on what the ground's called? Stevenson Park. That's the one. But I don't know what footy goes on there and all that. So I just realised soccer fields should be a lot more free, and it's probably about the same distance and probably a little bit further away, but not too far. I can walk. So I might go there, just do some laps of the ground. I'm feeling good, maybe a couple of sprints here and there. But yeah, so I'm going to try and get some footage of that for next week, but I'll talk probably more about that at the end. So anyway, back to the game. My own personal thing. Feel like I can't remember the first 2 games of the season. I know I didn't play great the first 2 games, but I feel like this could have been my worst game of the season, just about. Still scored 14 points. Somehow, I don't know. I thought I had about 6 or 8. Somehow I still managed to scrape in 14. Just getting the work down low. But yeah, I felt like, as I said before, everyone was fumbly. I felt like I was fumbly. Wasn't catching the ball great. Had a good block on Bailey, a couple of good defensive plays, but probably didn't rebound as well as I would want. And I've been saying I need to work on my rebounding, but I think I actually rebound worse than what I had been rebounding, which is a big deal. My passing has been on point lately, but it was terrible this game. Again, if you watched the footage, you would have heard during timeouts and that Hutto tell me get inside, look to attack on the drive and stuff like that. But I just felt like I wasn't getting the footwork right. He was right. Like I never bit back on him, never argue the point because he was correct. I need to be looking more for the shot instead of the passes I was looking for. But a big part of it was I wasn't getting the footwork right, and Tomo's big, block shots, he's athletic. He likes to jump, so I was trying to get him in the air and then pass off to the baseline cutter for an easy thing. But then Coop and Bailey just played really good help defense down low on the zone, and we're getting the hands in, tipping away the passes. So that was really bloody annoying. So I just need to be more aggressive. But yeah, as I said, it was just a funny night. Like I don't feel like I didn't want to be there, but the mind was just never. I don't know where it's just because we've won so many in a row that I just didn't feel the pressure. I just was overconfident. So I just sort of went through it. Don't know whether it's because Harper wasn't playing. He's out injured with a groin. That I thought that's pretty much won it for us because any of these teams that we play pretty much need their full squad to compete against us, even when we're missing players. But yeah, I just never mentally felt like I was in it. I don't know whether it's because I put pressure on myself. Had a really good season, so needed to continue that, needed to step it up for the finals. So I don't know what it was, but maybe I was just tired. As I said, the body was more worn out at Thursday and stuff like that, so maybe I just wasn't getting good sleep some. So, yeah, so I'll figure it out. You know me. So go a week off, get the body right, get the mind right, and just got to gear up for the granny, and we'll get that win. But yeah, so the jump shot felt pretty ordinary. I don't think we really had many warm up shots before the game, which is always a big deal. Um, but yeah, I had started back on upper body workout training, so maybe that impacted the heavy lifting. Just got the arms a bit more sore, especially the shoulders. Been trying to focus on them as I deal with the shoulder issue, trying to strengthen that up. So maybe I'd overdone it. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So enjoy the highlights of the game because yeah, there's still a few highlights, but not a whole heap. It was a bit of a nothing game. Oh, and that's probably the other thing. It was essentially a nothing game. Being a semi-final, we finished top, playing second. You get a second chance. So if we lost, we play this week. If we win, we're through to the green. We get a week off. So either way, we're still in the final. So you're not too stressed about winning or losing. It's good to get the win, so you get the week off. Although historically, when we have the week off, it's probably more detrimental for us. We get rusty after a week, which is probably why we were rusty this week, actually. Now thinking about it, because we had the forfeit the week before, so it had been 2 weeks since we had played. Hutto hadn't played for probably 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. I mean, how many games he missed? He missed a few games. Leary had missed our last game that we'd played. So he was out for, so it's been 3 weeks since he'd played. So that's probably another reason why we're a bit rusty. Because yeah, as soon as we miss 1 week, it's amazing how much rust we get. So that could be another reason. So we have to sort of figure out how to suit up and get ready and prepared for the greenie. But we'll make sure we'll make do. But, yeah, so enjoy the highlights I put in there. I might put a few other things in there, maybe a couple of my bad passes, maybe just to change it up for more of the positive, show that I'm human, that I do make mistakes. But yeah, so no game this week, obviously, as I said. So what we'll be trying to do, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to try and start some running trains. I might try and get some footage of that, a few different things I do, mix it up, maybe try and get a bit more gym footage in this week. It's been a few weeks now since I've done gym footage. I'll just see if I can get some stuff in there. Just mix it up just so there's a video. And it's a bit different. We'll show a bit more of my preparation in the week leading up to the grand final. Because, yeah, there won't be really much else, really. See how the scrimmage goes on Sunday, see if we get anything from that this week. But, yeah, otherwise, yeah, see if we can get some preparations. Because otherwise, just been trying to organise the All-Star game for the week after the grand final. Got all 12 players confirmed. Only 2 of the original selected 12 couldn't participate, so I've already found 2 replacements for them from their team. I've got 4 3-point shooters ready to have a shootout at halftime. Getting trophies organised, medallions organised. Got some gift vouchers as prizes, and I've got to try and figure out. I'm trying to get some Sonics gear for the fans. I'm going to try and do stuff at quarter time because we only run 4 12-minute quarters, so it's going to be quarters. Going to try and get some fan stuff happen between the first and second quarter, and then the third and fourth quarter, and yeah, just to make it a bit of an event. So keep an eye out on that. Make sure you keep that date saved in the calendar so you can come along, give it a watch on September the 17th, a Wednesday at 7:30. Yeah, it should be a good time. And then what else was I going to say other than that? That's probably it, I think. All-Star. Yeah. Oh, I guess the other thing that was on, I knew there was something back there. It's not important, really. It's just one of the B grade teams. They're asking if we want to have a scrimmage this week because they won their game, so they're straight through the grand final. We won our game, so we've got a week off too. And they wonder if we can have a scrimmage, but it's between us, not worth our time. We've got injuries, as I said as well. We probably wouldn't be able to field a full squad anyway. We probably have the 4 players. I might talk to them, see if they just want to do a training. I might be able to run them through training and that just to get them understand defensive rotation, stuff like that. But it's better for our old bodies to have the week off, have a rest. We wouldn't really get anything out playing them. That would be too beneficial from us other than just getting shots up. But yeah, so other than that, enjoy it, as I said. Enjoy the footage. Look forward to next week. Hopefully, have a few new things with the running training if I can be bothered and if the weather's suitable. It's been pissing down rain a few of these days. The wind's really picked up. So yeah, it's been a bit horrible out there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm a bitch. I don't like to run or go out in the wet. Hence why I play an indoor sport now instead of the outdoor sport. And yeah, just as always, just getting that court, getting that gym, just keep getting on better. And I'll see you next week. Enjoy.
Okay, we'll go purple, pink.
Good fight, good fight. Oh. Yo. Yeah, go. What the fuck is that pass? Yeah. Pressure. Come wait. Zach. Good day. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Fuck! Yep. Hot! Nice, go. Okay. Passing there. Good. Go through. Okay. Short. Sure. Oh no, hit the backboard. Oh shit. Oh, how the fuck that went in? Yeah. First one, so I'm aware they missed the first one. I'm aware to, but I'm not going to. Nice pass, Zach, nice pass. Don't do it, Zach, don't do it, Zach. Oh, you're cut next week.
You had me at half court.
You're not playing next week.
Yeah, sorry.